Hello, everyone. My mic is on. Okay, so today I am going to make a video on the things that I think is important for all of us. But before that, I would like to put this on. Just a moment. Yes, I am showing off. Okay, so now what is this? This is a neck fan. So, when it is extremely hot, which is in where I live in West Bengal, it really is extremely hot. So the thing is that when you have, for somebody whose blood pressure fluctuates, my blood pressure fluctuates a lot. And for them, this neck fan can be a savior. Like sometimes you just need a little, this air, you need some air. So yeah, that helps a lot. So today, and you can see this, oily texture on my skin because I have put a lot of oil. And yes, so let us just discuss a few things which I think you must not go without. Part one. Okay. So before anything, I would like to stress on something, and that is skincare. I'm going to talk about skincare bit by bit in a lot of video, but let us start. So, for skincare, of course, you need products. Now, these are some skincare hacks. Okay, so what products do you really need for skincare? Okay, first of all, you need to fix onto a kind of oil that you think works the best for you, and you can do it, trust me. I mean, seriously, you can't select an oil for yourself. The easiest thing to do under the sun is to go to a random store or just look up online and find a good oil that is good for you. So this is a very general idea that I have, and I use general ideas for various parts of my life. That helps me a lot. Okay, so first of all, keep this in mind that anything that your hair, because this is a very delicate tissue, can survive, your skin can also survive, right? Everything has a bit of chemical in it because we have to make it shelf ready. Now, so what is it that you can use, it cannot use? Now I have a lot of people in my life, and I know that a lot of them use a lot of products. Okay, some use some almond oil, people use coconut oil, people use let's say olive oil, etc. I use coconut oil. It helps my hair, it does help my skin. There is no controversy about it. Okay, no controversy about it, right? Now, um another thing is that so I'm going to give you a just a bit of skincare thing which I think uh, I can share with you on this video. Okay, so the next thing you can do is green tea. I'm having my green tea right now. So yesterday I had spilled some green tea while filming. I'm not going to do the mistake. So my mother says that green tea is very good for weight loss. Since I am, I have gained a lot of weight because of sitting at one place, work from home. It's a very sedentary life. So green tea helps a lot with weight loss. Green tea also help a lot with skin. It has a lot of anti-aging properties. So it means it has antioxidants, right? Now, green tea also helps you with your brain because it fixes certain anomalies in the blood. At the same time, green tea is also very good for PCOD, etc., thyroid also. Now, moving on to the skin part, for the skin, you can also eat things like chia seeds with water. Sunflower seeds are very good for skin. When you are going out, this time I went onto a vacation without even realizing that I was getting tanned by sun, and it is so bad. So the thing is that um, now there are certain measures that you must take, okay, because of uh, because it is very polluted these days. So the moment you walk inside, just wash your face, use wet wipes that suits your skin, okay. uh, for me, a medical wet wipe does help. So I just wipe off my face with wet wipe, and then sometimes I use 2 to 3 wet wipes, and sometimes the wet wipe is just enough to do the cleansing. So make sure that you are cleansing your face properly. Like, I need to tell this thing to you, sometimes we fret too much over these things, like you know cleansing, etc., etc. But which before you spend a lot of time into thinking like which cleanser to use, which cleansing lotion to buy from the shop, just forget about all these things, and just keep it in mind that I mean, if your soap suits you well enough, then it is good for your skin, for your face wash, cleansing your skin as well. So you probably, if you have a skin that needs some cleansing, like let's say you have a lot of dark patches, you have a lot of dirt stuck on your face, then of course you need a different cleanser. Now, I'm going to share with you certain things which I think are very important. So, once you're done with your cleansing, you can use these things like maybe you can use a wet towel to keep your face a little more moisturized. But just keep in mind that when we put water on our face, we take out that water. What happens is that it kind of dries your face a lot, okay. So what you need to do is that you need to take care of that you immediately put on some lotion, some moisturizer. Once that is done, you need to uh, like then you can just let the moisturizer dry out. If your skin is extremely dry, use another coat of moisturizer. If you see that it is working, if it is not working, then you can use another thing, that is an oil that you put onto your hair. So let's come to the fun part of the video. So I think that there are certain things that you just can't do without. Okay. So first of all, it is yourself, right? You can't do without yourself. What does it mean? It means that you need yourself. You need, you know, um, you need to be with yourself, your kind, or maybe doing things that you really like to do, setting up some boundaries. These are important things in life, aren't they? Now, here are also some more things. Sometimes, when we're spending too much time with our relatives, people that we like, we forget who we really are, okay? And we need to bring that thing back. We need to understand that we really like ourselves, and no matter how much difficult it gets at times, you need to understand that you like yourself. That is one thing that is a given. You like yourself, you love yourself. That is very important, okay. So uh, irrespective of what is going on in the surroundings, etc., etc., another thing that you can do without is a support system. For life, you need to have a support system. Sometimes it does make you very lazy, but sometimes it does help you a lot. Support system is very important. We can't survive without support system. The third thing is that you need to have a proper source of nutrition. You need to be someone who understands what nutrition is, what is a better source for nutrition, etc., etc., right? And I'm talking from the perspective of a weather with, I mean, someone who has kept herself or oneself away from the troubles of the weather. You need to understand that these days it is very polluted, the air is not clean at all, okay? So we need to find a way to keep ourselves in a safe and a clean space, okay? Keeping ourselves in a good area, in an area where keeping a good weather is everything. I mean, keeping to a good weather is everything, is important. Now let's say where you live it is very sunny, right? When you go out there, you can understand how difficult it is to bear the sun. Carry a sunscreen. Make sure that you work it out how you can avoid the sun. If it is extremely rainy, carry flip flops, that will be of great help, right? um, at the same time, just have something like, you need to be aware of the weather around your house, right? So that is great. Now let us move on to the next part of our video, okay? So here are the things that I think you should not be doing without: a steel water bottle. I have put on markings on it. Why? Because I think that if I have this bottle and another person has this bottle, then it won't be, like, exchanged. Like, I will still have my bottle and the other person will have their bottle. So a steel bottle is very important, people. Plastic bottles, I have been told multiple times, are very bad for health. But what can be done? Sometimes when we are traveling, steel bottles do take a lot of baggage. So these are the moments when you just can't, carry a bottle because your bag gets a little heavy, etc., etc. So yes, it is at this time when you get a smaller steel bottle, or you can buy a plastic bottle. That's fair enough, right? Now here is this thing. This is a 1 liter coconut oil. You need it, okay? So the next time you buy a coconut oil, do not buy for 250 ml or some, you know, some 500 ml. Just buy a coconut oil of 1 or 2 liters. It is of huge importance. If you're someone who stays at home with, you know a family members, then you will probably need more. You put it on. I use coconut oil on my hair, on my skin, etc., etc. What more you need is that these. What is this? I'll show you an image of how I use it. So this thing is like, you have this thing. It is a light. So you plug it at the side of your laptop, and this part is a torch. So let's say you do not have that, like I do not have that laptop which has that keyboards that comes with light, so that when you are working at night, you have these things like it suddenly pops up, and you don't have to turn on the light and you can just work easily. But my laptop is different, and you can use this. You just plug it in at the side of your laptop and this lights up. Amazing, isn't it? Silk or satin scrunchies. Okay, very important. I mean, the amount of hair breakage I had. First of all, I did not even know that using silk or satin scrunchies are going to be of such great help. because it avoids hair breakage, and I am someone who had suffered a lot from hair breakage. So silk or satin scrunchies are of huge help. Just see that it is made up of satin or silk, and you just can't avoid it. It really reduces the number of hair breakage. Clutches. So these are very important. Today I had an interview. I will give you a job update, an update on health. So suddenly my mom told me that you look a little messed up, and I was sure that I don't know how to fix that. I immediately asked her, can you give me my clutch? And she gave me this, and I immediately tied my hair, and it was under control. um Sorry, these these are not my sunglasses, okay, but they do look like sunglasses. I'll tell you how I use this. While using my computer, I put this on. Anyways, so these do protect your eyes, okay. Now, irrespective of the lenses, the specs you're wearing, or the kind of lighting you have on your laptop, whatever it is, or the kind of lighting you have on your work desk, these are your savior. You put this on, and your eyes are protected against those light. So the next thing, you have already seen it, a neck fan. It is very important. Trust me, it is not that costly. So what else? Of course, this pain relief balms. You just can't do without it. People, you just can't do without it anymore. I mean, I have sprained my foot so badly. Both of my legs are sprained. I was so scared that when I got my x-ray done, I was just finger crossed that, oh my god, it should not be a hair fracture. But thank god it came out as a muscle sprain. And yes, this pain relief balm, carry it with yourself all the time. And of course, a cute little pouch that you carry with yourself all the time. I will make another video to show you what I have inside. And yes, that's for the day. Stay tuned for more.